Assalamu alaikum grade 4. How are you all? Today inshallah we will start unit 16 ratio. The first lesson, simple ratio. So our learning outcomes today to interpret ratios A to B or B to A. I want to ask you students, did you hear ratio before? Do you know what this word means? No? Okay, no problem. So today inshallah we are going to learn it. This is very easy and inshallah you will like this lesson. Let's learn together the meaning of ratio. Ratio, it is the way we comparing amounts of something, and we use a column to represent the word to. Let's solve this example. All of you can see the sweets, and here if I ask you how many are blue, excellent, 4, and how many are green, 3, good. The question now, we want to write the ratio of blue to green. So how many blue? 4, good. To green, how many green? 3. So the ratio here is 4 to 3. Simple. Okay, now the question, why we didn't say it's a 3 to 4, not 4 to 3? Who have an idea? Excellent, because we start the question tell you blue to green, so we have to start how many are blue. We have 4 blue, so we say this is 4 to 3. If the question the ratio of a green to blue, so here we start from the green one and we have 3 green, so we say 3 to 4. Easy. Okay, all of us now we can see this bag. Inside this bag we have balls. Can you tell me how many are blue? Excellent, 3. And how many are red? Good, 2. Now let's write the ratio of red balls to blue balls. Red balls, how many red? 2. 2. How many blue? 3. Excellent. So here the ratio of red balls to blue balls, 2 to 3. And this is the ratio. Ratio shows the relative size of 2 or more values. So here when we are writing the ratio, we are comparing how many red and how many blue. Now one more example. All of you here, you can see pets. How many pets we have here? Good, 7. 3 cats and 4 dogs. Now let's write the ratio of cats to dogs. Cats to dogs. How many cats? Good, 3. And how many dogs? 4. So we write it 3 to 4. And if I ask you, write the ratio of dogs to cats. So here we start from the number of dogs. Good. How many dogs we have? 4. And how many cats? 3. Good. So we write 4 to 3. Another example. Now let's count how many orange we have. Who can tell me? Excellent, 5 oranges. And how many apples? Good, we have 7 apples. So let's solve the questions. The first one, Write the ratio of oranges to apples. So we will start from orange. How many orange? Excellent. 5 to how many apples? 7. So this is 5 to 7. Good. Now the second one. Write the ratio of apples to orange. How many apples we have? 7. Good. And how many orange? 5. So this is 7 to 5. Excellent. Now the last one. Write the ratio of apples to their total. So here we want to compare how many apples from their total. Total means all the fruits we have it, orange and apples together. Okay, so here how many apples we have? 7. How many orange? Excellent. 5 all together, or the total. 7 plus 5, 12. Good. So now we want to write apples to total. Apples how many? 7 to total. There is 12. Good. So we write 7 to 12. And we name this proportion. So now we learn one more word, proportion. Proportion means to find the ratio, but not between two items, no, between one item and the total of all items we have. Let's solve this example. You can see here the kids. How many girls we have? 3. Good. And how many boys? 4. Good. Now the question asks you, write the ratio of number of girls to number of boys. So how many girls to boys? The ratio, girls 3, boys 4. Excellent. So this is the ratio. Now we want to find proportion. How we will find it? For girls we have 3 girls. Okay, so we say 3 to 4? No. 3 to the total of kids. How many kids we have here? 3 plus 4? 7. Excellent. So we say 3 to 7. And 4 boys, there are 4 boys and the total 7. So 4 to 7. So this is the proportion. Okay, let's solve another example. Here we can see 4 trays. 3 have cups of tea. Sorry, 1 tray have 3 cups of tea, and there is 3 trays, inside each one 3 biscuits. Now the question, the first one, write the ratio of number of teacups to number of biscuits. So here, should we say there is 3 teacups and the biscuits count 3 plus 3 plus 3, 12. So if you want to say this is 3 to 12, correct. But I want to tell you something grateful, that how many cup of tea in the tray? In one tray there is 3 cups of tea. Good. And how many biscuits inside? Only one tray? 3. Good. So because we have here 3 and here 3, so it's okay if we say there is 1 tray cups of tea and 3 trays biscuits. So here the ratio will be 1 to 3. Okay, and why we use the number of trays? Because inside the trays there is a 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay, all the trays have the same number. So the ratio here 1 to 3. the second question. Write the proportion of the number of tea of cups. Okay, again, just we will talk about the tray. How many tray with tea cups? Excellent. 1. From the total trays, how many trays we have in total? Excellent. 4. So here we say 1 to 4. Good. This is very easy. Just you have to focus from where you have to start. Okay? If the question here, for example, mention cups, tea cups, so we have to start with tea cups. If the first word it's biscuit, so you have to start with biscuits. Okay, the last example for today, you can see the big rectangle. We divide it into small squares. Some of them shaded green and some not shaded. Now, the first question. What is the proportion of shaded squares in this pattern? So the proportion of shaded. Okay, here be careful. This is, they want the proportion, not the ratio. Okay, proportion means from total. So let's find how many squares we have in total. Count the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 plus 5 plus 5. This is 15. Good. And how many are green? Good. 4. So what is the proportion now? Shaded to total. Shaded 4, total 15. So it's 4 to 15. Excellent. Now the second question. How many more squares need to be shaded to make the ratio of shaded to unshaded 6 to 9? Now, forget this question and tell me, what is the ratio, okay, of shaded to unshaded? How many shaded or how many green? 4. Good. And how many unshaded or blank? Count. 11. Excellent. So we say this is 4 to 11. Now if we want to make the shaded 6, not 4, so how many we have to color or to shade green? How many squares? 2. Good job. So we have to shade 2 more squares. This is optional grade 4. If you want to practice more, you can solve Pupils book page 239 and page 240. Let's practice.